Hi guys, Ralf with Stray Benzes. Today I'm trying to figure out a issue with pulsing brakes. I'd replaced the one that came with this car, an old W126 300 series Benz, and the after putting the new rotor on, the pulsing was all of a sudden coming back, and I just couldn't understand why. So I put the dot indicators on the brake rotor, and was right around 6 thousandths of an inch, which is unusual. And just to be sure, I put it on the wheel hub as well, and it had a very similar run out, which I couldn't explain to myself. And here is one good piece of advice that I hope you guys don't have to go through, and here it goes. So here's the new front wheel brake rotor assembled to the old hub, and this is when you let idiots take care of your car service. You'll see it in a moment. Somebody weared on the inside of the inner race and the hub and deformed the shoulder, and even did it up here. You can probably see it right there. There's stuff on the other side, but here, that is where somebody, and there's no reason to hit the inner race right there. I have no idea why they did what they did, but you can probably see it from here. It just severely deformed the shoulder of the wheel bearing seat, and as a result, the wheel bearing wasn't sitting in straight, and the whole wheel bearing assembly was no longer keeping it on a straight center perpendicular to the axle and causing the run out. So I'm going to try dressing this up. If necessary, I might have to give it to somebody to re-skim it on a lathe, but in a moment I'll get that done, put new wheel bearings in, and then we'll see if my run out is once again back to normal and perfect. Here's another thing to look out for when your ABS light comes on or your brakes started pulsing right before a come to standstill. But this is the ring here with all these, some call them teeth, but that is the ring where the sensor goes very, very close, and these little gaps in between cause a pulsing because the magnet in the ABS sensor senses as these teeth go by. And what needs to happen is that between the right and left and the rear wheel sensor that's located on these old cars on the differential, they need to be in harmony, because otherwise that's when your ABS comes on. And in a moment I'll show you also how you can diagnose the sensors with everything cleaned up at the wheels. But that's the first step. You got to have everything clean and perfectly looking okay, because sometimes there's also debris stuck in these teeth, or heaven forbid rust or something like that. That sometimes can set this thing off and get it out of balance.